So, my dear Scorpio, the sun is in Cancer, giving the light to the moon, which is in your sign. We're going to the left. Left is intuitive, back to the new moon. And that is sometimes not easy. Right? So observe what comes up, right? A lot of emotions, because Cancer is a water sign. She's the Queen of Cups. You are the King of Cups. You are the transformation. You are deep. Also connected, of course, through Pluto, because Pluto is ruling you. And so there is a lot going on. And Pluto in the Tarot is the Aeon. And the Aeon is really the mysterium of the last judgment, right? To let go, the call, the what do I have to do? And so we feel this kind of energy of sometimes being lost, emotionally lost, right? And it's not easy. Now, Cancer is ruled by the moon, but the moon is in your sign, so you're really gonna feel the Chariot, the Holy Grail, the search for love. And I call it the search for being authentic, right? Because that's, for me, includes all emotions, not just love, right? And of course, when we talk about love, it's the unconditional love that we really want to live, but it's not always easy. But to think about being authentic, I think that's what happens when you're here with the 7th major arcana. See in your crown chakra, right? That there you can be authentic, and that's all we need to live into this world. So observe, right? And of course, Sun in Cancer is giving now here through Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. You're in the moon, the light to the moon, and you're going to see deeper into your subconscious what's still hidden there, right? That you maybe need to express into the world. The yoga pose for Cancer is Asana. We are going out there. We are expressing ourselves right now, all under the influence of the sun, to go into nature and take in that chlorophyll. And you are here, of course, Scorpio pose, and letting go, dying a little death every day, because our cells let go, we exhale, that's a letting go, right? And it's a cycle, it's cyclical, and we need to live with it. So that's just to Sun and Moon today. If we, of course, include the other planets and situations up in the sky, this moment really exists only once in your life, but this moment is really happening once in a year. So the 7 and the 14. The 14 is the number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, and the 3, which is the Empress, and the Empress is Venus. So Jupiter and Venus are wanting to create new life, and that's why certain lives must go. And when we calculate together, we get the 4, and out of the 4, we can actually rule and be in a new body, but also in a new environment, and create a new me, right? 7 and 4 is the 11. And so observe, right? But I can also do the 13 plus the 7, which is the 20. And the 20 is the last judgment, the Aeon, here in Hermann Handel Tarot, right? Which I gave you because it's a very mysterious deck. And you are mysterious. So remember, the 20 is Pluto, the Aeon, the calling. And so you can get either a 20 or an 11. And the 11 is a portal that brings you the inner knowledge, the inner wisdom, so that you can live this very difficult moment, right? Here in Hermann Handel, you are Odin, the father of the cups, and you are pointing here at the tree of life to the rune alphabet, and as such we are gonna look at the Lifruma oracle. And if your birthday is between October 13 and November 12, then is he your court card? If not, it's the card before, so you might look into Libra, or it might be the card after, and you might want to look into Sagittarius. As Scorpio, you are the mystic, very clear, right? You're very mystical, and you're the 8th zodiac sign, and as such we connect you to the 8th house of transformation and secrets. Good. Back to the last reading, where you had a second time Gemini Sun giving Scorpio Moon the light. And that happens when you're all the way at the beginning and all the way at the end, right? So it's really interesting, because when we get a second time a reading, it's kind of like saying, did you really look at what Gemini wanted to tell you? And Gemini is the Lovers. Completion in happiness means to let go of what doesn't work anymore. So a transformation, right? And so happiness is really something that we underrate. Happiness is something that we really need to explore more. What makes me happy? What makes me excited? And so important, right, to look maybe again into that reading, because it was the second time that the Lovers, the self-love, has come up and told you something. So we begin the reading. We begin with the court card, because that's you as an expression, as a physical expression, experiencing the planets, right, experiencing the major arcanas, which are major secrets. And so here you have the Ace of Pentacles coming, giving you a landing for the Eagle, and the 8 and the 1 is a 9, and the 9 is almost like, yes, I am the completion. I'm landing on this circular stone, and I see the rainbow, and I see how the eagle is landing. Very powerful. The one that you're pointing almost at here with your hand, right? But you're pointing at the rune alphabet, and so the 9 appears. A completion is happening here now with Cancer. Cancer being the 7, right? The 7th chakra. And so observe what the Ace is wanting to telling you, because you see how the bird is facing the right when I look at the card. But if I become the card, then I see that the bird is going to the left. And the left is interesting, the introverted energy. The right is the extroverted, right? The logical side of us that says, well, yeah, I need to make money out there in the world. But you actually need to always bring also the money back in. And so understand when there is a card facing to the right, when there is a person facing to the right or to the left. So the 9 appears here, and we're going to go from this one energy. Money is actually a form of exchange, right, for what we put time in, for what we worked a long time for. And so see your worth. Is your self-worth or your worth in your work really estimated? Are you recognizing that as such? So we begin with the High Priestess, because she is the moon, right? And it's also connected with Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon, so we're going to look at that. And you get the 6 of Pentacles. Now here you get 1 pentacle and 6, and so you have 7 pentacles. But the 6 of Pentacles is Moon in Taurus, and Moon in Taurus means that you know how to give and how to take. It's an equilibrium. It's the 6, and the 6 is always connected to Gemini, right? The Lovers. So find your self-worth. The eagle has landed, and you now have 7 pentacles. So the 6 and the 2 is the 8, and that's you, right? The 8th zodiac sign. You are intuitively knowing that the money, if you take care of this one, holy money, then it will come sixfold, right? And so then the 7 the crown chakra is talking, and so the success is already here. The emotional success that then brings also, of course, the physical success. Then I wanted to see what is the Mother Peace Tarot bringing, and the Six of Discs came again, and it's facing to the right, and so it's literally saying yes, right? It's saying yes. Remember always that one pentacle is important. Multiply that. Do the money like you working for a higher consciousness. You're working for God. And you see how here she's giving the massage and she's receiving the massage, and that's the triangle pointing down, the triangle pointing up, right? And again, you get here really clearly a 6-6 portal, and so the 6 and the 6 is 12 and the 1 is 13. That's you. That's the transformation. That's the Wheel of Fortune. That's the Empress. That's Jupiter and Venus coming into your life, and knowing that you need to exchange the money. You need to really know how giving and taking is working for you. But also here we have a 12. The 12 is the Hanged Man, which is the pre-stage to the 13, and that's Neptune, right? And 12 is also the 12th zodiac sign, Pisces. And so Pisces is a water sign as well, like you, but it's the Knight of Cups. What brings Thoth Tarot, which is the tarot that I gave Cancer? The Princess of Swords. And these are all the 3 air signs. And it's, of course, Gemini, which was in the last reading, which is also Libra and Aquarius. And guess what? Pluto is going to be 20 years in Aquarius. So you're going to feel that. And so the new generation is going to challenge you. The new generation is going to bring you, use your mental ability to now do whatever you need to be doing with the money. You have here the 13 stones or pentacles, which is 4, and the 3, right? That's then here all together a 7. But remember, learn to discern what the young generation can teach you. Also, because it's the new generation. They bring also the new ideas. Yes, they're not knowing much what you know, but they bring new ideas. They bring solutions. And so we have here the 12 plus the 3, which is the 15. And the 15 is in the tarot, the devil, the attachment, or the being cut off, because you are working with a lot of money, and learn to discern that money is not everything, is not making you happy. So the 15 turns into a 6, and the 6 is coming here again as the sign give and take, give and take, give and receive. Learn both ways because it's important. Then we see here the Lifruma Oracle, and you get the 25, you get the oak, you get the support, and here is the oak, right, the word, and here is the rune letter. So I'm going to read it to you. Mighty growth makes stability and strength, yet the oak follows a pathway laid out in the acorn's minute-stored codes. Water your seed and sprout. Walk your roots deep within the soil to spread a fungal network throughout the world wild wood. Tannin-rich bark purifies. Invoke the magic folk living within these trees. Seek their moral fiber and question your own. They might not support all you thought true. So the 20, which is of course Pluto, and Pluto is the Aeon, right? The last judgment. And so the 5 is Taurus. Taurus is your opposite sign. That gives you the light for your full moon. Calculated together, we get the 7. And so the 7 here is very clear, letting you know you gotta look deeper into what Cancer is wanting to tell you. The emotional intelligence, or even the authentic side that you are wanting to show. Now here's a very beautiful sign or arc, and it's almost like this is protecting you here from the rock that is circular, and an oak is also circular when we cut it in slices. So see what is talking, because here the death card, the 13, the 4, which is left, and the 7 is an 11. So here you have the 11 that you also had here with Cancer. And so the 11 here with the oak, with the strength that you're gaining here, is really important for you to continue what you need to continue, to get over something, right? Because this is something that you have to do all the time. You always have to get over something. That's just your nature. And so the Mother Peace Tarot is bringing you here the 8 of Swords, which is the constellation Jupiter in Gemini. And Jupiter is, like I said, that push out into the world, right? That do it, that Sagittarius energy. And it's the 10, right? It's the 10 here in your card. The 10 is Jupiter. Jupiter in Gemini. Back then, Gemini Sun, right? You are learning something, because the 7 and the 8 is the 15. And the 15, we know, is the devil, is the attachment to money, right? The focus is too much maybe on the money. And so learn in the 15 that there's a 6, and learn that you with the 4 then get a 10, and the 10 is a new 1, and the 1 here is really the holy money, and the 10 is then I have that money here. It's the 10 of Pentacles, right? But see how here the 11 is creating also a shield almost for the 8 of Swords, because the 8 of Swords is like she is attacking the wall. She's attacking it with 4 swords behind her, 1 sword in her hand, and 3 swords here on the ground. The 2 raven are laughing, and she's not looking, but she should, because there she can get out. And this is all in your head. So what is your deck bringing? The 3 of Swords, which are lying here on the floor. And this is really a sadness. This is really, I have lost someone that's very close to me. Here the 2 swords is duality, and here the 1 sword is the 1 sword she has in her hand. But here you see the tear. So 8 and 3 is 11 again. So you have an 11, 11 portal. Look at this. It's amazing. I'm just going to put this down. 7 and 4, 11. 8 and 3, 11. 11, 11. And the 1. 5 times the 1. Amazing, right? So you see how numbers really are clear. The pictures are, of course, also clear, but sometimes the numbers are like, oh my God, I cannot get out of that one, right? The picture, I don't know. So understand 11, 11 and the 1. Then we look at the moon. The moon, the subconscious, is bringing you here the lay of the land, the ancestral wisdom of the 34, and the 3, the Empress, the 4, the Emperor, creates the 7. So again, we have the 7. And the 7 is, as you know, always the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, knowing that you are supported, knowing that you also protected, to create whatever it is that you want to create. So you have here a 7-7. And so the lay of the land, as you can see, he stands up there and he's like, hey, here I am. And the moon, the subconscious, is literally saying, yes, here you are standing up on this rock. And so the 18 is the 9, and the 9 gives itself up and the 7 stays. What is coming here from the Mother Piece Tarot is strength. And the strength is reversed, so there is not a strong energy for you to really lay your own land, because it's reverse. And as you can see, these 3 women are supported through this tree, and it's the number 8, the 8 and the 7, the 15 again, something with the 15, right? You have the second time now, you have the 15, and it's saying watch out that you don't get attached to all that money. But you have the 13 pentacles, 2 times the 6. But remember, the 1 pentacle is important. So the 15 turns here again into a 6. So you have here a 666 portal. What is your deck bringing? It's Parzival. Parzival is Pisces, and Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign, and Parzival is holding the Holy Grail. And it's almost like he's saying, yes, here Cancer is now through the sun giving you the Holy Grail. And here we don't know, is this the moon, is this the sun behind him? I guess it's the sun. And so work on accepting the Holy Grail, which is the 12th zodiac sign, and the 12th is also the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is coming here through the reversal of the 8, and the 8 is not Leo, it's Justice. So the 7 and the 8, the 15 and the 3, the 18, it's the moon, and the moon here, the 18, is saying, yes, look deeper. Look deeper into what is talking to you. And we get a 9-9 portal. And you had a 9 here. 3 times the 9. 3 is the power. So you're learning something here very important in the 18 and then the 9. As you know, the completion is always deep within you. Learn that, and even in this letting go, learn that you maybe are needing to understand what makes you go up here to this mountain, what brings you the strength. It's almost like this tree is bringing you the strength. And so the 9 is left here, right? Then we look at the sun, and the sun is bringing you the ice. And it's very interesting because here's winter, right? With Pisces, it's winter time. And here the 33 is how also Pisces is Jesus, right? It's like the Holy Grail here, Parzival holding the Holy Grail. And here we get the 33, and the 33 is the master, is in the tarot, really you have mastered the 33 degree in the secret brotherhood. And so the 33 we don't calculate together, but it would be a 6. And so the 19 is the 10 when we calculate it together. The 10 and the 6 would be the 16, right? So decide, where are you in here, hibernating, or are you listening to the horse that is coming to you and saying, hey, the horse usually here in the sun, but we have a rose here through Handel Tarot. Observe, right, why you are down here and the horse is up here. And the 33 is giving you here the duality, the dark and the light. And you learning something very powerful, because in the end it would be a 7 if I calculate it all together, and the 7 again is Cancer. So here through the Mother Piece Tarot you have Cancer to the right, and it would be a 7-7, But the 7 and the 10 is the 17, and the 17 is Aquarius, is the star, and the sun is a dwarf star. So become successful in the way you work with the money. Become successful in the way you incorporate it, because the 17 turns into an 8, right? And the 8 is then left here as a sign that says, well, the strength that you lost here in the 8 may come back by using here this pulling back, finding your strength in going deep within. Sometimes we get frozen, right, because situations might be difficult, but here Cancer is coming and saying, don't worry, it's going to be okay. Because I wanted to see what is Cancer saying, and it's the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is, of course, Neptune, and Neptune is connected with Pisces, is leading Pisces. Pisces is here. And so you are in a pre-stage of awakening. You pulled back. You are emotionally now connecting with the money on a different level. And so the 3 here is giving you the power to reverse things. And it's a 3-3-3. You have a 3 here through the 3 air signs, remember? And you had the 3 of Swords. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And you had a 3 in the 34. So 3 and 7 is 10. 10, 10 with the sun. 10, 10, because 10 is then, when we close the reading here, the understanding how you work with the new money. Work with the new money in such a way that you do not get any dirty money. Work with people who do the things in accordance to the world, the earth. She is your boss. No one else is your boss. And so let go and receive guidance through Cancer. Cancer is literally saying, yes, here it is. Let go, go deep within, go in a state of hibernation, right? That's what she's doing down here. And learn from that. From the 3-3-3, learn also from the sadness that you have experienced. Learn maybe from the young generation, from the air generation, right? Gemini back then, and Libra and Aquarius. And remember, Pluto is going into Aquarius for 20 years. So learn and understand and get ready for it, because that's what Cancer is literally saying. Get ready for the love that you need to give yourself, right? Because that's what Cancer does. And get ready that you understand how to work with the money, with the money that you got, right? The money that you got here as the moon in Taurus, because Taurus is your opposite sign. And when the moon is in Taurus, the sun is in Scorpio. So you give Taurus the light, and so you give the light to these 13 pentacles, and 13 is you. So go through this transformation, learn to receive, learn to give, and it's this way, learn to receive and learn to give, and know that here the 13 turns into a 4, and the 4 is the leader, and as a leader you know clearly what to do. So I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when we get the sun in Leo. Leo is then here saying the summer is beginning, right? He is a cardinal sign, so things are like rather like active, and we want to take charge of maybe laying the land, right? Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.